Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, Ashley's Heartfelt Stories. As promised, guys, I am back with the update on my previous video about the Reddit story that I found about a woman named Jen that wanted to ask her husband's childhood friend for a gift back because the friend miscarried. And unfortunately, the doctors told her that she probably will never hold another child again herself. So they spent about $400 on the gift, and they're high earners, according to the writer. And since the friend that miscarried won't be able to use the gift, she wants the gift back so that she can, I guess, sell it or give it to somebody else that could use it. Just pretty much is nonsense because, like I told you guys in a previous video, that should be the last thing on your mind, especially when somebody's going through a traumatic experience like that. I can only imagine how this person feels. Like, you're pregnant for a second time and the doctors tell you you may not be able to hold another child yourself again. And I hope God, like, I pray for her and I hope God's able to, like, not able, let me fix my words right now. We know God can work miracles. I hope He does one in her favor, because I know I can only imagine the pain she's sitting in right now, just going through that experience and then not being able to have kids again. And then the thought of somebody actually thinking, like, well, I mean, my gift, can I have it back? It's just ridiculous. But anyway, if you haven't watched that previous video, go back, watch that video. And also, if you are not subscribed to this channel, please make sure that you subscribe, you like this video, you like the channel, you share it with anyone that you know that may need some motivation. That's kind of the premise of this channel, is just to, like, give motivation, but I also, like, do commentary. And I don't think I'm funny, but maybe I could try to be a little funny for you guys to lift your spirits a little bit. So if you just know anybody that would enjoy the videos that I post, I really appreciate you posting. I'm sorry, sharing, because I will be posting videos more often. This is my second time here this week. And if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that's a big deal for me. Like, I'm staying consistent, y'all. I'm keeping my promise. Like, I am going to be posting these videos like I told you guys I would be. So let me read this update for you guys and then give you my comments on it. And then if you disagree with me or if you have something you want to say in the comment section below, just leave it down there and we can just have like a little dialogue going on. All right. So the update is this. I appreciate the feedback I've gotten. We will not be asking Jen about the gift. We don't want to make her feel worse than she already is. Given her statements in the past regarding adoption, I doubt she will find alternative ways to have another child if she is unable to do so biologically. But that's her path to walk. If she doesn't use it, I hope she at least donates the item to someone who needs it. People also have commented on my tone, and I just want to clarify that Jen is truly only my husband's friend, not mine. We aren't couples friends with her and her husband. Jen and my husband were close as kids, but haven't been close for years. Before I even came into the picture, sort of like a cousin you grew up with but only talk to at major holidays now. I don't hate Jen, but we have very different worldviews, so we likely won't be we likely won't ever be close. I'm sympathetic to Jen's loss as a person and as a person who has also experienced miscarriages. But I am not personally devastated by it, if that makes sense. It doesn't. If my husband wrote the post, the tone would have been different given how long they've known each other and how she's so integrated into their family. He felt it was appropriate to gift her a big ticket item, which I thought was justified. I do wish he had waited to send it because I warned him that it was very early in her pregnancy and anything could happen. I will be logging out of this throwaway. Thanks. So that's the writer's update. So Part of me, if initially when I first read the update, I was like, "There's no way you could have miscarried, because if you did miscarry, you would not have wrote this." But now that I'm on here with you guys and I read it again, I'm like, well, maybe she did miscarry, and that's why she's saying like she didn't announce her pregnancy so early. She waited just to be safe. Maybe she did miscarry. And I know people deal with pain or situations differently, but for the life of me, I just cannot understand how someone miscarries and they're not like devastated or sad or compassionate. I just can't get it. If you are different and you have miscarried and it kind of was just like, whatever for you, comment below. Help me to understand or relate to this situation, because I just don't understand. I don't understand how, even if you did miscarry and you're one of those people, you are not very emotional. Like I'm not an emotional person. I think I've told you guys that before. Like I don't cry a lot. Like if something really bothers me, I'll cry or I'll be sad. But I'm not one of those people that people that sit around and like cry all the time, like, or just overly emotional. I'm not that person, but when I miscarried, it made me sad. Like I was very sad about miscarrying. I just don't understand how, even if you are not emotional, how could you go to the point of even thinking about asking her for a gift back because she may not be able to use it again? And then on top of that, it's a lot of things we say we would not do in our perfect world. In my perfect world, I probably would tell you, oh, before I miscarry, I probably would be like, oh, what's the big deal? About not having kids. If you don't want kids, you don't want kids, or if you can't have kids, you just can't have kids. I've seen people leave those comments on Instagram before about oh well, it wouldn't be a big deal for me if I wasn't able to have kids, and they said they start the conversation with saying they have like seven, and it's like you cannot relate because you have seven kids. So for you it's not a big deal. You don't miss it until somebody tells you you can't have it. But in a perfect world, if we were not blessed to have kids and then we had to go out in an alternative route, we would probably do it. Like she said, Jen said she only wanted kids that were biologically hers. Okay, that's fine. She may use a surrogate. Or now that she cannot, or the doctors are telling her she cannot, she may keep trying and see if she can. And if unfortunately she can't, she may be open to adoption. People do things differently when they are told no, or if they're told they have to wait. In a perfect world, it's a lot of things we would not do. So my heart feels for her, and I'm happy that the writer did not ask. I'm happy she asked the rest of us first before she actually asked Jen, because Jen probably would have lost it, and her husband probably would have lost a childhood friend because of his wife. And in my previous video, I told men, I don't know if there's any men watching this. If you are, sometimes, come make us be quiet when we need to be quiet. Like, just tell us when we're wrong. I don't know if her husband genuinely thought she was wrong, but if he did think she was wrong, he should have told her, baby, just let it go. And I told y'all that already. Like, sometimes we just got to know when to be quiet. And that's not a woman thing. That's just a people thing, period. Sometimes we have to know when to hush. And this is one of those situations where the writer should have just let it go, especially if you're a high earner. And even if you're not a high earner, money gonna come. That's the one thing that's going to come is money. So I'm happy she gave the update. I'm happy that Reddit tore her apart. Some of those comments were like mean. I'm not saying like I don't condone anybody being nasty, but I'm just happy like you guys were clear, and it's no way possible she did not get the point. Like she had to understand she was wrong. That's why she left the comment that she did. So I'm happy y'all like set her straight. In my next video, guys, want to talk about tattoos. I told you guys that. But I also would like for you guys to leave me comments below or email me if there's something you want to talk about or you want to hear me comment on. Let me know. Like, let's make this a dialogue. I don't want to just sit here and talk to myself the whole time. Like, let me know what you guys want to talk about or if there's something that's on your chest or whatever, okay? Um, my tattoo video, I'm working on that. I'm still like working on the nicks and crannies, but I will be back. I am going to start posting at least 3 times a week. Right now it's going to be 2 times a week until I like get the flow of things, but we will be back regularly. And I appreciate you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys that used to watch my videos from years ago and you're like, hey, when you gonna post another video, when you coming back? I appreciate y'all. Y'all were my motivation. I am going to like do some parenting videos too, so we can like. It takes a village, like parenting kids. I only got one right now, and I'm already like, okay, let me see what everybody else doing to make sure that their child is like successful, and we're raising children that will grow up to be great people or great men or women, whatever we have, you know. So I'm gonna do some parenting videos too, so you guys can like comment and let me know if I'm doing it right or what's your opinion on it and what's your take on it, all right? So until next time, y'all be safe. I love y'all. I'm praying that you guys are having a good week. Today is just Tuesday, so I know we got about a couple more days, well, 3 more days to be specific in the work week. So you guys just, hang in there. It's almost over. Be safe. I love y'all. And until next time, deuces.